Hello and welcome to another video, and oh, the times they are getting desperate. RGT 85 claims Nintendo is coming after me, after him. This is quick. This is quite easily debunked. I saw it a couple of days ago, and just before I went to bed, and I just thought I'd leave it to another day to have a look at it properly, because there's a bit that comes up on the screen before long, which you need to see on the big screen. So obviously, if you're watching this on a mobile, like I was originally, I'll read it out to you what it says. But he claims that that Nintendo are basically coming after him because he did a review of Metroid Dread quite early. Apparently, it went up about 7 hours after after all the sort of embargo, reviews went live. I get review stuff and I have embargo dates and times to adhere to. If you don't, then they come down on you hard. A lot of companies, basically, you when they follow this up, you might not get stuff early again, so or at all. So the best thing to do is not break embargoes, because you're just ruining it for yourself if you do that, and you're spoiling it for other people. Well, the outcome for that is that either stuff isn't available for a lot of people for review, or the review embargo dates end up being like the day of release. So by the time a lot of people have bought it, by the time your review comes out, a lot of people have already bought the game. So you could say, how sort of relevant is your review? I mean, a lot of people will still read the reviews first anyway before they go and buy a game. Not everyone buys the game straight away. They might wait for it to come out, get discounted, because give it a couple of months, 2-3 months. Maybe games that are coming out for Christmas now, give it 2 or 3 months until the new year, and then they'll get discounted in price. So some people will wait. But if you're doing YouTube, it's not so much a problem if you're just doing it as a website, really. But if you're doing YouTube, it really shows when your review is later than others. So it's got to come out the same day on YouTube, so it shows up on the date on the bottom left, as you can see. So I don't know whether or not he got his copy of Metroid Dread early, legitimately. I don't know. Maybe he got a pirate copy early. Maybe he played someone else's Switch review early. Their review copy early. Maybe he just saw all the reviews go live on the day of the embargo, and like Philip Muchin, just picked choice bits from each review and stuck them together to make his own fake review. Who knows? Just had to refresh the screen, and he's not looking happy, is he? That's his give me a click face. Give me a click.
So this isn't the video that I planned on making today. I don't know, I might still make another one. I'm actually filming this at about 1 a.m. my time right now, because going through my emails, I found something very interesting. And as the title of this video suggests, you might be able to take a guess at what it is. But Nintendo is coming after me, RGT85.
I doubt this very much.
So I kind of want to talk about what's going on and why it's just a really bizarre situation,
blah, blah.
And just sort of clarify some behind the scene things. So before we get into that, let me make something clear. I've talked about this before in a video on the channel, but I do not work directly with Nintendo, and that might surprise a lot of people, but I'm not a Nintendo brand ambassador. I don't get free stuff from Nintendo. I don't get free Switches. I don't get free Switch games.
Now, I doubt very much his claim that he doesn't get free Switch games. He has over 400,000 subscribers. I mean, I've been on PR lists for a lot of companies for decades. So he's clearly talking out of his beanie hat there. And you don't have to be a brand ambassador for a company to get review copies. That's just, what a load of rubbish. You just have to be a journalist, or even freelance journalist, and just have a track record of making reviews. I mean, which I've got, and obviously he's got. So to say he never gets anything free, it's absolute crap. By the way, I refreshed the screen on this because I thought that my browser had gone slow, and so just refreshing the screen just fixes the problem of the sound being a bit out of sync with the picture. But no, that's his video. That shows how much he cares on his videos. That his picture can go out of sync, and he just doesn't care. He just lets it happen.
I don't get anything from them. And a lot of people think that I do, but that's not the case because I don't really want to be a Nintendo brand ambassador. There's certain things you have to do and can't do and whatnot. And no disrespect to anyone that is a Nintendo brand ambassador.
And he's doing his trademark thing of just repeating the same words over and over again. If he was in if you're familiar with the Radio 4 quiz show Just a Minute, where you have to speak for a minute without hesitation, deviation or repetition, he would be out within a second because he would just repeat a word and then he'd just be completely goosed. So, yeah, it's very bad form just to keep saying the same words over and over again. But the reason he does it is because he knows that the Nintendo algorithm will pick up on it. And so that's what you keep saying, the same certain words over and over again. And the algorithm will think that your video is about that particular topic, and it will push your video out to people who are searching for things about that. You're searching for that particular topic. That's why he does it. But at least he's got that down to a fine art, even if he's talking over his bloody arse.
But I talked about this in my video about working with Nintendo and sort of why I don't do it, because I just like to have my own freedom and I like to be able to do whatever I want and not worry about something like possibly offending them or making somebody mad and cutting off business relationships. Now, no disrespect to anyone who is a Nintendo brand ambassador. Obviously, I am friends with a lot of them, but it's just not for me. So, you know, that's just sort of how that is. But yeah, so Nintendo's coming after me on a very interesting situation. This actually just popped up in my email. It goes to an email account that I don't really check all that much, but obviously
he says the email is basically sent to an email address he hardly ever uses. That's crap as well. It wouldn't take Nintendo long to find out his regular email and then send it there. It's just, I mean, and you know, he talks about, not sure whether it might be coming up a little bit later, or maybe you mentioned it before, but why check your emails just before you go to sleep? Why check your emails just before you go to sleep? The last thing you want to do before sleeping is to look at anything that will stimulate your mind or make you want to reply to it. Just leave that crap for the morning. You know, it's just, none of this makes sense whatsoever.
I need to, because this is the same email that Target emailed about my X-Men Arcade 1-Up cabinet. And I was checking through that email tonight, laying in bed, and I saw this, and I was like, what the heck?
Oh, he also sounds like Chris, like Ian from the NES Pratt's videos. RGT 85 sounds like Chris Griffin from Family Guy. I'll put up a picture of Chris Griffin. Just imagine, you know, Chris talking with RGT's voice. Crazy.
Hell is this? Are you out of your freaking minds? What is wrong with you? Up on the screen now, I have a
So, I mean, he must think we're all born yesterday, although a lot of his disciples clearly are. You won't be able to read this on a mobile. I certainly bloody couldn't. Just watch it looking on a PC. Hello, comma. We received the copyright infringement notification below regarding your videos. Also a parenthesis, with the S in parenthesis. So it's like he makes us think that Nintendo are emailing him about his videos, even though they don't even know whether it's one video or more. They would know how many videos they're talking to him about. If this has come from a legal department, they would know exactly how many videos, which videos it's covering. They would not leave it ambiguous like that. And he only links one below anyway. So I've not checked if I presume that's the Metroid review, but they would change that wording to say video rather than videos. Anyway, it says, we believe your content is protected by fair use, fair dealing, or a similar exception to copyright protection. We are writing to let you know we do not plan to remove your videos at this time. You have control over availability of videos on your channel, including the ability to delete these if you choose. Then there's the link. Then it says, please be advised, it is possible a copyright owner will approach you directly to request removal or take other action. This email is not intended as legal advice. If you are interested in more information regarding your opinions in this matter, you may wish to consult a qualified attorney. Please note, they've got a bloody red line over it. Please note the complainant's physical address and phone number have been redacted from the copyright infringement notification below. I think that it says like begin copyright notice or something, begin copy notice. But yeah, his name is Sean Long. So a letter or email from a legal department would at least begin, "Dear Mr. Long." You know? It wouldn't even say, "Hello, Sean." Or in this case, "Hello, comma." This is like one of those typical scam emails you get, promising you, "Hello, dear." Usually they just say "dear." You know, it's like the young ones sing "dear." Sounds like, "Do you want to go to bed with me?" It's just like, it ends up being, darling fascist bully boy, give me some more money, you bastard. Love, Neil. So no letter would just begin "hello," unless it's like a scam email. Mr. Jurgendy Burgundy from Nigeria wants to send you £25 million or dollars in return for you sending a small, small portion of money for a release fee. That's the kind of email that begins "hello." This guy is so full of shit, and the people who believe him are so full of shit. Well, one of them is John Riggs in the comments. What a fucking surprise! That Amico shill. Anyway, so it's clear he's talking out of his fucking arse. Absolute bullshit. Anyway, let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. In the meantime, please like this video, share with your friends. God, get me words out. It's Sunday as I film this. So again, please share with your friends, subscribe if you haven't already, click on the bell for all the notifications, and cue Genesis.